Hello, I'm Viet Cuong. Welcome to Thái Nguyên News. Today's headlines. Cambodian Ministry of Education, Youth and Sport met with Thai Nguyen Department of Education and Training. Thai Nguyen leaders worked with central ministries and branches on golf court projects in Thái Nguyên province. Insights from foreign friends about the significant transformation of Thái Nguyên province. For the purpose of exchanging experiences in preschool education, on August 30th, the delegation of Cambodian Ministry of Education, Youth and Sports visited and worked with Thai Nguyen Department of Education and Training.
During the meeting, leaders of Thai Nguyen Department of Education and Training reported on results of preschool education in the province and shared relevant experiences, including improving Vietnamese language for preschool children in general and minority children in particular, integrated teaching methods for disabled and HIV children, motivating parents to send their children to kindergartens at the right age. In addition, leaders of Thai Nguyen Department of Education and Training emphasized that the attention of the party and state is the most important element for Thái Nguyên to get achievements in preschool education. Besides, each locality in the province needs to promote propagandizing activities to make local residents understand profoundly about the importance of preschool education. These issues will be valuable experiences for the delegation of Cambodian Ministry of Education, Youth and Sport to study and put into practice in the country.
Recently, Mr. Dương Ngọc Long, chairman of Thái Nguyên People's Committee, had a meeting with some central ministries and branches about adding golf court projects in Thái Nguyên to the list of golf courses in Vietnam by 2020.
Accordingly, Thái Nguyên People's Committee suggested to the Prime Minister and informed central ministry and branches about adding golf court projects of Yên Bình, Nước Cốc Lake, and Long Sơn to the list of golf courses in Vietnam by 2020. During the meeting, representatives of central ministry and branches contributed the ideas that Thái Nguyên needed to make the statement of golf court projects more prominent about some issues, including land using structure, labor structure, ground clearance, and resettlement for affected households. In return, the chairman of Thái Nguyên People's Committee asserted against the necessity and importance of building golf court in Thái Nguyên and stressed that Thái Nguyên could meet all requirements of land to implement golf court projects without jeopardizing its agricultural land.
September 2nd, 2012 is the 67th Independence Day of Vietnam. On this occasion, let us acknowledge the accomplishments that Thái Nguyên has achieved after 25 years of reform through the feelings of international friends and reflect on the responsibilities and actions of each individual and collective on each step of the homeland. Ms. Louis Mendoza, a friendly professor from the Philippines, is staying in Thái Nguyên because of her love for the land and its people. The Vietnam history of resistance wars for independence and freedom and a burning desire to share her knowledge of the English language are what she wanted to explore. These things are strong motivation which urged her to stay here to help the young people of Thái Nguyên in particular and Vietnam in general have the confidence in the world integration and reach out to the world with a mastery of the English language.
Today, as I go around, I realize that a lot of buildings have grown up. Everywhere you will see development in the city, particularly in the roads. Economically speaking, I believe that Vietnam, Thái Nguyên in particular, has also been affected by inflation, the global inflation. But in spite of this, Vietnam stood up. In spite of that, the progress of the economy of Vietnam continue to grow, slowly but surely.
Heinz Bider is a volunteer student from Austria who found a quite excellent guide and friend whom he met at the time of doing his research and international exchange duties in Thái Nguyên.
When I came here, I was very surprised, and I found many beautiful buildings, and the museum, it really impressed me, and the war memorial, and quite many high buildings. So I think the town has developed quite much in the last years, and yeah, maybe the living standard of the people is increasing. I mean, still compared to Hanoi, it's not that far, but I think they will do in the future.
Vũ Anh Tuấn is a child of Thai Nguyen. After 4 years of doing doctoral program abroad with outstanding achievements, he decided to return to Thai Nguyen to teach and to do scientific research at Thai Nguyen University of Technology because he desired to contribute his own effort to the development of the country where he was born and grew up. When I came back some months ago, I was surprised at what I saw. I'm very happy that Thái Nguyên is making an immense and powerful transformation. And I'm proud to invite foreign friends to visit Thái Nguyên today. The youthful enthusiasm, the love for the homeland, and what international friends feel about the significant transformation of the capital of the resistance war are the evidences to the achievements that Thái Nguyên made great efforts in the past 25 years of innovation, especially rapid and sustainable development that Thái Nguyên has achieved over the period of 5 years since Vietnam actually began the process of comprehensive and extensive integration. In the evening of August 31st, an art program on special epic, Thái Nguyên Revolves, A Time to Remember, was organized at the Conference and Culture Center of Thái Nguyên Province to celebrate the 95th anniversary of Thái Nguyên insurrection. 95 years ago, Thái Nguyên revolted with 2 patriotic leaders named Đội Cấn and Lương Ngọc Quyến. These names landed in the history of Thái Nguyên and Vietnam because of their courageous spirit, consistency, patriotism, and great national pride. At the ceremony, on behalf of the provincial leadership, Mr. Dương Ngọc Long, chairman of Thái Nguyên People's Committee, in his speech reviewed Thái Nguyên Revolt 95 years ago and once again confirmed that this was one of the most heroic and armed insurrections in the national history in the early 20th century and will be remembered forever as a glorious milestone in the struggle for independence and freedom of the country. Highlights of the art program on special epic, Thái Nguyên Revolves, A Time to Remember, are the artistic performances of numerous actors and singers, which help them relive the tragic and heroic period of Thái Nguyên insurrection. Thus, the art program provided the participants with more understanding and nurturing the love for the country, and helping them to follow the tradition to honor the mettle of land and the people in Thái Nguyên. In the morning of August 31st, the photo exhibition, Spratly, the Sea and Islands of the Homeland, was opened at the Cultural Museum of Vietnamese Ethnic Groups. After receiving 21 coral stones, the symbol of the 21 islands in the Spratly Islands, from the High Command of Navy, along with a collection of photos of the military force and the people in the Spratly Islands, the photo exhibition, Spratly, the Sea and Islands of the Homeland, was officially opened with the aim of raising awareness, responsibility, and pride for national sovereignty for today and the future generations through the pictures and memorabilia on display. Defending the sovereignty of the national seas and islands is a great but very difficult responsibility, so the will and spirit of the Spratly Island soldiers once again were brought closer to the inland people. There were nearly 100 real photographs of soldiers and people's life at the Spratly Islands, and many of them were taken by the reporters of Thái Nguyên radio and television station to make the coral rocks displayed at the museum more vivid and captivating. And that's all we have for today. Thanks for watching. Goodbye.